YouTube! I'm back! It's a Fun with Leslie channel. I have not done a video for quite some time. And the reason for this is that I had just moved from New Jersey back to Florida. I am now in the Tampa Bay area and where I'm from originally, but I am back and I just went through so much crap trying to get to move here and buy a house and go through the closing process, which, by the way, if you haven't bought a house before and you haven't gone through it, it's a wonderful feeling to own your own home. And I'm so happy. I mean, I own my own house now. Yay! I really am. I'm really happy about it. But, you know, the process of the closing and what happened with me was probably the most stressful thing I have been through. I had moved from Florida, like I said, and we're talking whole house of almost 3,000 square feet of a house. Okay, so a lot of stuff. Moving company, obviously, they drove all our stuff here. Then we're supposed to close and, you know, have the stuff brought straight to the house. But what happened was the mortgage, the title company, kept extending the closing. They kept coming back and saying, sorry, we're going to have to extend it for another week. And then they wanted more documentation. They needed this, they needed that. I'm talking about they needed everything that I ever accumulated, or everything that tells about you as a person, from your credit down to your firstborn, they asked for. And I didn't realize it. I knew it was a big process. You know, I've been in real estate and so forth, but I mostly was doing rentals when I had just got my license. So there's nothing like going through a closing when it's your closing. It's over. I am so happy. But anyway, this video is not about me buying a house. It is about my 6 month, actually it's on the 13th, it'll be my 7-month post-op video. I did tell you guys from the beginning I was going to be doing a video every couple months, and like I've seen from several other women on their videos, they usually do a 6-month or 7-month video. So this is it. Hi guys. Anyway, I'm really proud of myself because since I had my surgery, which was a tummy tuck, breast lift, tummy tuck and breast lift is basically a mommy makeover. Since I've had this, I have completely changed the way that I eat, the way my routine completely, which you kind of have to when you make such huge changes in your life, because instead of having, you know, all of a sudden after the surgery, I was not having burgers, I wasn't having pizza, I'm not having burgers, I'm not having pizza, you know, just completely eating differently. And it's really not that easy, especially when you have a son that loves to eat. And I'll tell you what, my son loves to eat. But anyway, I totally changed my way of eating. I'm eating greens. I'll cut up cucumbers or tomatoes, or, you know, grab a peach rather than grabbing chips or whatever it was, you know, that I was snacking on before. When I go out to dinner, like the other night, we went out for my mother's birthday dinner. My mother just turned 71. She just turned 71, and we just had a nice dinner, all my family together. But instead of getting a nice juicy steak, which is what I would love to do, and would have loved to have done and did do every other year at a birthday dinner, I ordered a piece of fish. Yes, was that the night that I had fish? It was grouper. So I had grouper grilled. You know, I say no butter, no sauces. If there is any sauces, put them on the side. Get them off. Cannot have sauces. That is one of the things that'll get you, I've noticed. So I've eliminated these things, and one thing with me is I was really getting into sweets like gummy bears and lollipops and stuff like that. It was just like alleviating some of my stress, and you know, I was really sad for the last several months, even though I was going through this process, and you know, which was really tough, you know, to be honest, of, you know, changing my entire life after this surgery. From, you know, being more active, the way I ate, just my whole life just seemed to change. But I had been prepared for this because this whole time, all the way up until the surgery, I had been thinking about what I had to do, and I knew what I had to do. I figured when I got it done, that's it. So once you get to be my age, which I'm not going to tell anybody how old I really am, you really have to take care of yourself. Your body just doesn't get taken care of by, without doing something, without really taking action. And these days, pretty much mostly what you see out there to eat and food is fast food and crap. You kind of like have to dig through the crap to get to the good stuff, which is what I've been doing. Every once in a while, maybe once every couple of weeks, I'll cheat and have something that I've just been dying to have, whatever it is, a piece of pizza or whatever. But anyway, as of just like 2 days ago, from the morning of my surgery on January 13th, I am down 18 pounds. I know that with the tummy tuck, the total amount of weight that the skin and fat or whatever that they took off was about, I think about 5 pounds total. So I don't think I've ever got down this, lost this much weight at one time. I'd always like go on a diet, lose 5-6 pounds, and then that would be it. I gain it back, lose it again. I gain it back, lose it again. So I'm getting down towards my goal now. Closer to my goal. Not at my goal, obviously. But I'm not fighting to, when I look at a scale now, I'm not like turning away or just dying inside knowing that I have to step on the scale the next day like I used to. I would just dread it. And I really wouldn't do it. For the longest time, I didn't get on a scale. So now I get on that scale, and at least once a week. And if I don't, I find that my weight could drift off, and I wouldn't even notice. So that is one of my tricks that I continue to do now. Not tricks, but my new habits. One of the new habits is weighing myself to keep on top of stuff. It's a good idea. Try it. It really kind of keeps you, on track. It really does. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to stand up and show you, a little bit of my results. And I am told, and right now it's evening and I am swollen. My stomach is very swollen right now. And, that time of the month. And, I don't want to give too much TMI, TMI. Anyway, I am swollen. At the end of the day anyways, when your stomach gets swollen, especially after surgery. In the evening, after you've, done exercise and everything, it just tends to swell up. Now, the recovery period, my doctor and surgeon, and most all of them, as I'm hearing other women that have been through this are saying the same, you do not get your final result until some people still continue to heal, actually most up to 1 full year. So I'm still moving on. It's only 7 months, so I still have a few more months to show some more progress and to work on myself. But this is not just a few months type thing. This is a forever, my future, the way I am going to continue to take care of myself is what I've been doing and what I had just talked to you guys about since my surgery. Before, I thought I was eating okay. Really? No. So let me just get up. I never really showed on video any part of my body, and I'm just kind of like that, but hold on, guys. Okay. Gotta just kind of like get into the screen here. Okay, so here I am at 19 pounds less. This is me. I'll lift up my shirt. always tend to like want to see myself, but this is my belly, which is the main part of this whole thing that it started with. And I'm going to show just a little bit of the skin, which I have not done yet, but hold on. Okay, so anyway, this is what I'm dealing with now. And remember, like I said, the stomach right now is swollen. You know, I have so much more shape than I used to, and it's coming along. And as you can see on the belly, this right here, which is the main thing that I don't like, is this, that they had a cut right here, I guess, I'm not sure exactly why, but there's good reason. But the belly button came out pretty darn good. Not totally healed, a little red still, but belly button's cute. So now when I put my clothes on, I actually do have, hold on a second, I have this, the shape, just have more shape. And so that's my body now since I had the procedure done. And up here, doing pretty good too. The healing process, I still have a little bit, sorry guys, I still have a little bit of pink up, you know, up to the side here in the breast and to the side here. But besides that, they came out perfectly. Everything is, it was asymmetrical. Before it was asymmetrical. One nipple was like a lot bigger than the other, and they were huge. They were like this big, way bigger than like that is what they're supposed to be, really. So because they were so asymmetrical, they had to do a little bit extra to, you know, kind of even things out. It's really strange. I didn't breastfeed either. I didn't breastfeed when I had my son. Tried it, but didn't work so good, and it hurt. Anyway, hold on guys, I'm gonna sit back down. So, where was I? I'm sorry. Let's see, I totally lost what I was talking about. Oh, with the breasts. It's amazing how after the surgery, what mainly hurt was the stomach. I mean, the breast, I did not feel anything. Literally anything in the breast. It was like I didn't have any pain. And when you have a lift, you know, they have to cut from here all the way around underneath to like right here, like I showed you, just like right in here. And nipples are perfectly symmetrical now, as I was trying to say before. They were asymmetrical before. And I never realized how asymmetrical they really were until the doctor pointed it out. Because, I mean, I just never noticed. I don't know why, but I just never did. So, guys, this is pretty much where I am at 7 months post-op, from tummy tuck, breast lift, had a little lipo as well, but it's a mommy makeover. And I'm still recovering, and like you can see, I still have a lot of swelling in this belly area. And I'm doing this at night, which I shouldn't, because that's when it's the most swollen. So I will tell you this, anybody who's thinking about doing it, or who's already done it and maybe listening to my video, this is something. This was the biggest surgery that I've ever had. I did have one other major, which they considered a major surgery in the past, which was on this fibroid, which I can get into another time. I'll make a video on my fibroid and talk about fibroids. But right now we're just talking about this. Anyway, they didn't call it major surgery, although I was under the knife for like 5 hours. I even had them videotape it. So I have a videotape of parts of the surgery and what they took off and so forth. I'm just like that. I kind of like that stuff. I like to see what we're made of and the inside of the human body. It does not like gross me out whatsoever, as it does with a lot of people. But this is pretty much what I had to say to you guys, and I really appreciate all the subscribers. I see that I have quite a few more than I did a while back. I haven't even looked on my YouTube in quite a while, because normally I watch videos from people that I subscribe to pretty regularly, and I will be again. So, and also in the past, if you ever knew me, I would never be in a video showing this part of my body. As you can tell, even sitting down, well, as I can tell, and as you can see, yeah, there's bloating here, but I'll tell you what, it's so much better. You can even see the shape, the hourglass shape while I'm sitting, and I'm liking it. I am liking it, and I know other people are, that's obvious. But that's about it here. So I am now in Florida. I am getting settled, unpacking. I have so much stuff to still unpack, but once I finish unpacking, I will be making more videos, and nothing boring. I'm trying to think of stuff that really will be of interest to at least some people, hopefully my subscribers. I'm not looking to get, male subscribers. I'm doing something that with this surgery strictly to help other women, because I know how friggin' scared to death I was and how long I waited to do this because of the fact that I was scared to do it. And besides the money and everything, but I'll tell you one thing. Sorry, here's my hair. I did this in New Jersey, and now that I'm in Florida, I didn't realize that I could have probably have saved, $9,000 if I would have done it in Florida. The prices here are so much cheaper. So anybody that's thinking about it or looking into it, don't do it in New York or New Jersey, do it in Florida. But my surgeon was wonderful. Dr. Ferraro, and he's in Paramus, New Jersey, and I told him that I would be, doing some videos on the surgery, and he's actually called me and asked me to do some before and after pictures. I mean, he has me on his site. He really was surprised himself and very happy with the results that I got, which, he was expecting to get good results, but he said that I by far surpassed the results that he thought that I would have gotten. And I have to say to everybody as well about the weight is when you're in your 40s, even late 30s, it's not as easy to lose weight like it is when you're in your teens, 20s, even late 20s. You stop eating, or you just do whatever, make the slightest change, and you can drop weight. And that's how it was. It always was, but it's not that easy to do once you are in your 40s, late 30s, like I said. But once I had this surgery, for some reason, the weight continued to come off. I just kept on losing weight, and that's the reason why I'm down 18, 19 pounds. I know it is, because if I didn't have that surgery, I don't think I would have ever lost this much weight or been able to do it unless I was on some very strict, like really, really strict regimen, working out with a trainer and basically eating nothing but maybe greens. I wouldn't have been able to do it, honestly. So the surgery does induce weight loss. Besides what they take off or the surgery entails, it does do something to your metabolism to where, you know, fat starts kind of coming off. Thank God. So don't be I'm sorry, don't be afraid to do it, guys. If you're thinking about it and you have a few bucks, you know, definitely price it out. Like I said, check Florida if you're up north, or one of the southern states, because you will save yourself some money. I should have thought of that. And actually, I remember, you know, now that I'm talking about it, I did think about it, you know, just kind of went in and out. But at that time, I wasn't thinking, oh, I want to travel and I want to fly. I'm going to fly to Florida and then do something like this and then have to fly home. I was worried enough about getting from one town to the next after my surgery, where I had to go from Hoboken, New Jersey, to get back to my house, which was in West New York. If anybody knows that area, you guys know it's maybe 20 minutes drive. So that was my biggest worry. Thank God for my parents. They were there to help me. My son, they were a lifesaver. They got me through, and it only took me maybe 6 days, and I was back home and on my feet and had my dogs back, and I was amazed. I really was. I was off pain pills in like 6 days, back to my normal medications that I take, and you know, it just was nothing like I expected. I thought I'd be stuck on pain pills for at least a month, because I'm a wimp, you know, I'm terrible with pain, and I just expected the worst, but I put in my head that I can do it. I wanted it enough to where I told myself that no matter what I face in this journey, I will get through it, and I'm strong enough to do it, and I was, and so are you. So I hope this helps you guys in some way. And I just want to say I love you guys, and I am so thankful for other people that do these videos. Some people think that they're ridiculous. Like, why do people do videos? Oh my God, you know, don't people have private lives anymore? And they say that they think it's ridiculous to put your life out there and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's really helpful, because if you think about it, every single subject you can think of, whether it's just a subject itself, or an action, or putting things together, or like actions such as putting makeup on, how to put foundation, how to get rid of puffy eyes and circles, and how to play video games, and gamers that actually are playing video games on video, which I never understood, but I do now, because the kids love to, you know, kind of like watch people play, and I guess they learn from watching them. That's what it's all about. Everybody's helping each other in some way. I know that whenever I have a problem or something that I can't just figure out, and you know, that happens quite often, to be honest, but when anything comes on that I have to do, or I don't have help with, and it's something that I never, you know, saw myself having to do, I go on YouTube and I look it up. You can learn how to play a musical instrument on YouTube. It is amazing. And I'm thankful for it. And now I use it. But, you know, when I was telling you guys that, you know, why I hadn't been on YouTube for so long, besides, you know, the surgery, as like I was telling you, after a week I was pretty much okay. I had gone through a pretty bad breakup, and I was just torn up over it. I had been with my boyfriend, you know, we had on and off periods, but it was like going on like 3.5 years since we had met. And we had pretty much stayed in touch and been together most of that time, even though a year and a half of that time I was, a year and a half of that time I lived in New Jersey, but I came and visited, came here to visit several times. He came there 3 or 4 times. I was here about 4 times, maybe 5. So it still was a, you know, in my eyes, a relationship, but obviously on the other end, it really never was. So it was just, I'm sure other people have been through this, where you feel that you have a relationship and you really care about somebody, and you think they care about you, and they tell you they love you, but really it's just another thing to them, you know? It's like, okay, I'm done, I'm next. And it's really all about people that really don't have very much emotion. And something had happened to most of these people that end up doing things like that, that just one day wake up and say, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And that's basically what he did. All of a sudden, I have no interest in talking to you anymore on my birthday, right before my birthday. So, and I get depressed just thinking about it when I'm talking to you guys, but when I do think about it, it was all for the best, because this man really was all about himself, and he was not capable of holding a long-term relationship, or not capable of the emotional part of it. And I'm not going to get too much into it, but he figured if you had a fight and you said some things that might have been rude, mean, or hurtful to each other when you were in an argument, and then you guys, you know, apologize and explain it was just out of anger. I mean, people go through that stuff. Well, when that happened with this person, that was it to him. Nobody says stuff like that. I ruined his character, and it was like, and that had happened a couple of years prior to the time when he decided that he didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So, people, I will never understand them, and I'm not going to make any more in this video about that. But I will say that, you know, and just as a bit of advice to people, when you're in a relationship, make sure that it is mutual, because if not, you end up being the one hurt, you know, and it's not fun. It's like turning on a switch and turning off a switch is what I went through in the relationships department. You know, I love you, okay, talk to you later, I love you. All of a sudden, no, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to continue this relationship. And that's all. Stop calling, stop texting, stopped everything. And, you know, it was one of the hardest things I've dealt with in several years. So I'm back now, guys. I am working on me, and I'm going to continue to work on me and be the best that I can possibly be, and I hope that you guys do the same thing. And I will be back soon making another video. I know, yeah. Hope I didn't bore you guys, and I started to get a little emotional, but at this point, I am letting it go, and the way I look at it is, this person does not deserve my love. So maybe you knew that, and maybe that's the issue. That's the way I'm looking at it. So guys, I hope everybody has a great weekend. I know it's coming up to the weekend. What is today? Thursday. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope I was able to help you or answer some questions for you. But don't forget to subscribe. I'd love it to get some more subscribers and to have more people watch my videos. I am going to do videos on different subjects, not just about this. So sometimes I'll do TV reviews, sometimes I'll do a movie review. Whatever interesting is going on, or that I think is interesting. Maybe you won't, I don't know. If not, don't watch, but you know, I kind of like making videos. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now. it's been really nice chatting to this computer and then actually chatting to all of you. And I hope you all, wish you all the very best. I will be seeing, or you'll be seeing me again soon. And I'll be watching your videos too if they're there. Bye everybody. Thanks for watching the Fun with Leslie channel.